Hi guys, good afternoon, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I'll be doing my most recent episode review of the CBS hit show Zoo, which premiered earlier this week on Thursday night. I was hoping for a resolution to the cliffhanger ending from the week before's episode. Unfortunately, this one too ended on a cliffhanger. Now, before I begin and I go on and on, of course, please be warned that this video will be full of big spoilers regarding Zoo. If you're not caught up on Zoo by this episode or last two episodes, do not keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers. So, you have been warned. That being said, great episode. Really good episode. I felt like this one was honestly a little bit more exciting than the previous one that I just did a review on, because I felt like it was like it's like there were multiple stakes involved. They were trying to find Mitch and Jackson, and then you had Logan and his team dealing with the nest of hybrids in South Korea. And then they were just, there's just so much going on again in this episode. It was kind of difficult to keep track of it all. We found the real father of Clem's unborn child, Sam Parker, who seems to be manipulated and used by Abigail to what ends, who knows why. But, she's lying to him about what they've done to Clementine and whatnot. And as soon as they suggested injecting his blood with that serum crap or whatever that shit was, I immediately knew, oh no, this is going to somehow poison or taint his blood. And then when they do the blood transfusion, this is going to either kill the baby or kill Clem and the baby. And from the violent shaking we saw from Clem while she was in the stasis tank, I was like, uh-oh, this is bad. And the look on his face was also genuine shock, because he probably thought that he was doing something to help his child, and unfortunately that evil, conniving bitch Abigail did something to him. You know what? Something I forgot to mention in my previous episode review from a few hours ago, was that that episode and then this episode did a great job showing us how truly evil and determined Abigail is. She's got this, she is so twisted and sociopathic. It's like she doesn't give a damn about anyone but herself. In fact, the only other group of beings she remotely cares about seems to be the hybrids, which is so interesting now that it's been revealed that she is indeed the fifth hybrid. As Jackson and Abraham have discovered, there are 5 hybrids total, and she is the 5th hybrid. And with her spinal fluid, they could finally create a cure to sterility. Unfortunately, something seems to have happened to her after Jackson knocked her out and tried extracting some spinal fluid from her, because he started to say there's something wrong with her, she's in bad shape and whatnot. And the only reason he saved her from the shepherd was because he knows that they need her alive in order to extract her spinal fluid from her DNA, and in order to create a cure. So it wasn't because out of brotherly love or protection. No, he did it because they need her. And that's why she hasn't killed him, because she obviously still needs him, even though she's figured out a way to control how he controls the animals. Now she's probably going to try to apply that to the hybrids, or perhaps both the hybrids and the animals. And I had this epiphany during this episode when she revealed that he can control the animals and she can control the hybrids. I had this moment where I was like, oh my god, they could totally have this all-out royale where Jackson sends waves of animals against waves of her hybrids and have the ultimate battle between animals versus hybrids, just like in the season premiere when we saw Jackson use the Pride of Lions to hold off the Razorbacks. That would be awesome. You hear that, zoo writers? Take note. The EdWord is suggesting in the season finale, or perhaps next season, that you have Jackson, the ultimate showdown between Jackson and his animals, and Abigail and her hybrids meet face to face and have a big all-out battle, full-on war. That would be awesome. Do you guys agree with me? Sound off down below in the comments section if you would love to see that. If you'd love to see a huge epic battle scene between animals under Jackson's control and hybrids under Abigail's control. So it's interesting, and I think this reveal also provided some insight as to why she wants to use the hybrids to destroy the Earth, because perhaps she has always felt a little out of place as a human being, and now with her ability to control the hybrids and wake them all up from their nests all across the globe, God knows how many there are, maybe she'll finally feel like she'll be in charge and that everybody else will suffer instead of her. Perhaps that's the reason why. You know what? We're still a little hazy on some of her reasons, but that's just my theory. If you guys have any theories, please sound off down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. And then what this episode also did is that we got to know Mr. Duncan. We got to see what Mr. Duncan is like. He seems to be this evil drone, basically, that just uses Mitch's body. And it's not even Mitch's consciousness or personality. It's an entirely new one. It's this Mr. Duncan. And so we got to see more of him. We got to know him more, see what an evil prick he is as well. But I don't think Sam is necessarily an evil prick. You know, I think Sam is just being used and manipulated by someone manipulative like Abigail. And once he learns the truth about what's going on, I'm sure he'll switch sides and join Clem and their unborn child, if they both survive this, and hopefully they do. And now focusing on Seoul, South Korea, it looks like there are hundreds, if not 1,000 or thousands of those tentacle hybrids, much like the one we saw on the plane in the previous episode, ready to hatch. You know, it kind of reminded me of that scene from Godzilla when they're in San Francisco, and while Godzilla is fighting the two Mutos, the team go into the nest and they see all the little eggs of baby Mutos getting ready to hatch. That's what that reminded me of. I was like, uh-oh, Godzilla reference, sort of. But overall, exciting episode, really, really good. I was a little disappointed this also ended with a big cliffhanger, but hopefully we'll get to see it resolved quickly. Oh, and something else I wanted to throw out there. I love how they've really strengthened the Max character, Mitch's dad. He's become a strong supporting character, a great ally to the team, and a huge asset. And I think this episode just proved all of that, because he was really helpful and really just a great branch of support during this whole episode. And I just want to say I love seeing his character being utilized more and in a more positive way than when we first met him last season. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the EdWord for another episode review of Zoo. What did you guys think of the episode? Please feel free to sound off and comment down below in the comments section. Yeah, we can all leave our opinions, of course. We believe what we believe. Just please no hostile internet trolling. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more episode reviews as we slowly wind down close to the end of Season 3 of Zoo, which premieres with new episodes every Thursday night on CBS. Check your local listings for times. And if I don't see you guys later again today, have a great rest of the day, if not weekend. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.